Hello, today I would like to present you quite interesting violet vent machine. Which is a modern replica of a vintage medical quack device. Basically, those type of devices were sold as a cure for absolutely everything, and it was very popular. It created a magic spark, magic visual effect, and people believe and was forced to believe that this will cure everything. But I deeply believe it is a modern replica that was designed to be used as a BDSM tool for a submission slave play, because it can give you a nice pain. Nice and of course safe type of pain. So we are going to take a look because we've got a lot of very interesting accessories. First of all, this is a US made device. You can clearly see that device is very modern because of that case, and yes, it is a genuine one. Here you can see on the case we've got a company, Rupert Huse Son, and it was established in 1998, so it definitely is designed to be looking like a vintage, but it is a modern stuff. And this is good because you don't want to use a vintage device because you can get problem with leaking capacitors and it can pass line voltage. So I've got a vintage one. We are going to be fixing the vintage one, but today we are taking a look at the modern version. Let's start from taking a look at our device. This is a device that is designed for generating our high voltage with a low current. Here you can see that we've got exactly the same company. On almost all devices you are going to find knob that is going to change the intensity, and it is like regulating the voltage by the air gap, and this is how it presents. And on top we've got connector that is going to be single pole high voltage output. So it is a little bit like a Tesla coil. Here you've got a coil of wire, and this is how it presents. And as I told you, it is a US version, so we've got a US plug that require 110 volt AC. Let me remove our case and we are going to walk through each of those attachments by one. Here we can see how beautifully our attachments are presenting. First, we are going to start from something extremely interesting, because if you take a look at the connector and the terminal, I'm not sure, but that looks like a 9mm bullet casing. Here we've got a place that the weapon is going to catch it to remove. Here we've got spot for primer. So in my personal opinion, that looks like a reused shell casing. I never seen anything like this in my entire life. This is like most generic attachments that you can find on modern and vintage one, and you are just going to apply it to your skin and it will create a very nice effect. Depending on the power, it can be either painful or just slightly warm. So let's give it a try. The device is working, but I'm afraid that you are not going to be able to see the result. But the arc is jumping. I will show you that after killing off all light. Here is another probe, and that one is pretty scary. And I'm pretty sure you can take a look at this shape and try to guess where it should go, because this is not for regular massage, and that one is more painful. You can hear the tiny discharges. It is like being stick by needle, but it is type of pain that you can taste. Okay, so here was our probe. This is extremely nice attachment and extremely funny because it's designed to go between your hair and you can massage your scalp, and this is going to be making discharges toward your head. Absolutely beautiful. And it's going to be jumping. Yeah, this is nice. You can taste this. It is very nice. And of course it's go through your clothes just like a taser. As you can hear, we've got a discharges. Then we go toward the most visually pleasing, because we've got just a regular bulb and this Edison thread adapter. As you can see, we do not have the center pin, and here we've got our terminal, and we can attach it like this, and after turning off light you've got a beautiful discharges. But let's try it out. I'm pretty sure you cannot see, but it's making discharges. You can see slightly, but there are going to be beautiful videos we've shot after night. And the absolutely most beautiful, that beefy bulb. And just take a look how nicely it sparks. And yes, it's making discharges. Absolutely beautiful. And here we've got the last device, but I'm a little bit afraid to try it out. It's designed for a reverse operation, and that's mean you are going to be touching it and making yourself at exactly the same high voltage potential as the device, and then your body is going to be creating discharges when you are going to be touching other person or anything metal. So it's very interesting as a visual aspect, because from your body there are going to be jumping sparks. Very interesting. And this is how it presents. So you've got the electrode, you've got that chain link, and here is extremely important component. I've got my multimeter set to continuity. I'm touching the probes and we've got a pass. I'm touching it here and we do not have anything. It is not a fluke. Here I'm touching, we've got a connection. Here we've got absolutely nothing. This is safety feature because inside we've got a spark gap that is going to allow only the high voltage jumping, not the mains line voltage. So absolutely do not try to stick anything metal and touch it, because you can die. With this it should be safe because only the high voltage will jump and the lane AC absolutely no. And here exactly the same, because you've got that air gap. The lane AC is not going to be jumping through, only the high voltage from coil. So it's going to be safe. So let's turn off all light and try it out after darkness. We are going to start from the one that I deeply believe is the most beautiful one, and it is just a regular bulb. But just take a look at those discharges. It looks like Tesla coil, but it is extremely, absolutely safe. And just take a look what's going to happen when I get my hand closer. You can see the sparks going from that, and you've got this absolutely beautiful discharges. Just take a look how beautiful it presents. This is magic of electricity, and I'm pretty sure that if you see something like this 100 years ago, then you definitely got feeling that, yeah, the magic is doing something to you. It's energizing you and healing you. Absolutely beautiful. Let's try the smaller one. Here I've got our smaller bulb. I deeply believe it is less impressive, but let's try to get my hand closer. It should be more painful. And yes, it is. Now you cannot feel anything. Now it's extremely pleasant and you just feel a little bit warm. Just take a look at this. How beautiful it presents. Yeah, this is magic. This is magic. The most painful part is when it's jumping like that. Like you would be stuck with a tiny needle. And just take a look how beautiful it presents. And I will move it closer. We've got those beautiful sparks that everyone likes to see. And now it is extremely pleasant. Just take a look. And of course it will jump through my uniform, just like taser would do. So this is not a barrier. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go with a different one. This is our head/hair probe, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Let's see for the spark. Yeah, they are painful but pleasant. Just take a look how nicely it presents. Yeah, this is you can taste the pain. It is extremely nice. It is painful, but you can taste it and you want more. And the last probe that I would say it is an internal one, but I'm not going to try it out. And yes, it looks really nice. Just take a look. Yes, it is quite pleasant. This is how our violet wand presents. In my personal opinion, absolutely beautiful. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you find that interesting. See you next time and bye bye.